Peace, 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 peace. Peace, peace, peace. Gods, goddesses, brothers and sisters, kings and queens. How y'all doing? This is Sunday's message. This is Sunday message, and the message is this. We got to deal with our own people first. We got to deal with our own people first. Listen here. I don't care what y'all say. We got to deal with our people first. First of all, we got to deal with ourselves. We got to know what we want, what we're prepared to do, what we prepared to do for ourselves and our families. This is America, right? This is the land of opportunity, right? We have the freedom of speech, right? Be careful. You as a black man better know who you are. See, I understand why a lot of black people flip the script. Before I get into that, I want you to bear with me because my voice is a little bit uncomfortable, but I told you yesterday that I am taking my herbs, drinking my teas, I'm having real honey, and I'm allowing my body to distract the bug, if you will. I don't claim no colds, I don't claim no I'm sick, I don't claim none of that. Because when you claim things, it means you said you have it. When you know your body's uncomfortable, what you do, common sense, you take care of it. If the body's tired, what you do? You go lay down. You go to sleep. Am I correct? Okay, now, so why claim something, add something to your mind, then you'll start portraying the thing that you're saying that you are. Regardless of how you feel, you must believe that you are a God on earth. So, however you feel it, you must continue bringing positive energy, okay? Positive energy into your body, positive frequencies. Now, those people who go to work will have their own business. You're going to have a little bit more difficult of a time because you're dealing with all kinds of negative forces, if you will. Excuse me. It's my tea. So, if you rest like you're supposed to, take your showers, things like that, your body will naturally heal itself. It's just as simple as that. If I take a razor blade and do like this here, open up this here, what's going to start to do? Bleed. The oxygen hits the blood. The oxygen hits the blood turns red, right? Turns red. Then, if you don't cut a major artery, what happens next? It starts to dry up. The body begins to generate itself to close the wound by the first blood cells covering the wound. And then it turns to a harder shell. That harder shell underneath it is soft because it's basically sewing itself together. So if we already know this simple formula, because we see it all the time, you don't need a doctor or rocket science to tell you that when you cut yourself. Or on accident, you fell, you scratched your face. We don't understand how the Creator is so powerful. How can you not believe in the Creator? How you cannot believe in the Creator? This is just ridiculous. Some of y'all run to the doctors so quickly because you want this. I got to get rid of the pain. First of all, accept the pain. Acknowledge the pain. Now, I know some of y'all are saying, you sound crazy. I only sound crazy to you because you haven't accepted who you truly are. See, I was going through this process for years. I want y'all to understand this. I was going through this process for years. This ain't nothing new to me. I have a high tolerance of pain. A pain flush throat. Literally. And when we was growing up in my mother's father's household, my mother and father didn't take us to the doctors. See, they knew the earth remedies. So it wasn't all about running to the doctors. It might took a little time for us to heal, but when we did heal, we became stronger because we allow the body naturally heal itself without taking man-made medicine, putting this drug inside you, destroying everything in you because you're putting poison into your bloodstream. For example, why you think they tell you when you take medicine to do what? Think. When you take medicine, pills, aspirin, stuff like that, what do they tell you to do? Just think about it. They tell you to drink a lot of fluids. I bet you don't even know why they tell you to drink a lot of fluids. They tell you to drink a lot of fluids, simple fact, so you can flush your kidney. They understand the chemicals that's in these pills, even in a liquid form, it flows through your body stream. It got it filtered through the kidneys. So, the kidneys picks up these chemicals. You understand? So, you need to drink a lot of fluids. And mainly they tell you to drink what? Water and juice. Right? To help break down the process of these chemicals in your bloodstream. What they don't tell you is, all of it don't get breaking down. Excuse me. That's what they don't tell you. So, understand, when I tell you I don't take drugs, I don't. Number two, I did tell y'all yesterday, if anyone here watched the video, that hidden colors, I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I will be showing you why and the reason why I don't take pills. Because the things they doing to our people now and the information that I've gathered over the years, you think twice. Because even though you take these drugs, let's use common sense. When it's time to move on to the next process of life, no drug, no doctor can save you. No doctor. This is the true philosophy of the universe. The travel to where we need to be going. Understand the factor that we live in space. How many of you forgot that you live in space? You don't even realize you live in space. You are so subdued of what you're doing every day that the brainwashing system have got you to the point you forgot everything. Even you going to church. I'm going to say this here. If you going to church and you learning about who you are as a melanin race, if you are learning, I'm going to say this here. And your pastor is teaching you the proper history the proper culture and the proper heritage of our people, and telling you what we need to do financially, what we need to do as a melanin group, and what we need to do as a community. And the community is all prospering, then you continue going on to that church. But if you are going to one of those churches that the community is not prospering and the people in the congregation is not prospering, but only that reverend or pastor or preacher is prospering, but everybody else is not, and they're teaching you false doctrine, and if they continue telling you that the Greeks' theology is what we need to be learning, but not telling you the African theology and not letting you know the history of the African theology, then you don't need to go to that church. Because if you just stop at the Greek theology, the Greeks was dumb. The Greeks was ignorant more than you ever would know. It took centuries for the Greeks to begin to understand the whole concept of the African knowledge. They became so thirsty, so they were looking for the best psychological, best mind people. When I say people, I mean people, thinkers, if you will, mind thinkers that they had. They wouldn't accept no other nation but the African nations. But just like everyone else, from then to now, when you help somebody, what do people do? They accept it, love you. Now when they feel they got enough information, enough knowledge, now they can interpret it and say, we interpret it the way we want. We don't need you no more. This is what we have to understand. We live in today's society that our own people give away money for free, buy every Italian cologne, clothes. Now listen, I'm not telling you not to buy, don't buy whatever you want. No, that's not what I'm telling you. Listen. Because some of y'all are so deep-rooted, you just gonna do what you want anyway. And listen, there ain't no scale for my back. But the thing what I'm saying is this. If you can't teach your children your history, your heritage, your culture, your spirituality, and you look in your children's eyes and tell them the Lord Savior is coming from the sky to save you, when every time you look on TV, you seeing people being masculine murdered on the highest level. You seeing people all around you being persuaded and their mind is being diluted, and black people is being used to be crucified. Black people is being used to be they're being sacrificed. The minute they open their mouth and just tell the truth and use the First Right Amendment to speak what they believe in, politics, gender, money, religion, what they want to do next? Slay them. Slay them. Think about it. Everybody else does it. Oh, we don't got to worry about it. But they want to make a sacrifice. This is Chocolate AMUN-RA. This is part 1. the sun rises.